Hello friends, good evening. Today we are going to discuss gate questions that are asked from condensed matter physics. So let us start with the discussion of part 1, right? Alright. So the first question is, for the given unit cell of two-dimensional square lattice, which option leads all the primitive cells, right? So we have given number of unit cells. So we have to find uh, the figure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are given. So we have to analyze which one is representing primitive or not primitive, right? So question 1. So option 1 is so it has the atoms at all the corners. So what is the effective number of atom? 1 by 4 into 4, that is equal to 1. That means effective number of atom that is equal to 1, that means representing a primitive cell, right? We have already discussed this in theory, right? So this is primitive one. And what about this? Here at the corners we have atoms, so 1 by 4 into 4, plus at the edges also we have atoms, right? So at the edges, two edges, we have two atoms, so it contribute 1 by 2 parts, so 1 by 2 into 2, so total number is 2, right? So it is not equal to 1, so it is not a primitive cell, right? And what about the option 2? Option 2 is primitive, again 1 by 4 into 4, that is equal to 1, so this one is primitive. And here also look into this, there are no atoms at the corners, but at the body center we have one atom, so the effective number is equal to 1, so this is also primitive. And here also near to one corner, but it is inside, we have one atom, so the effective number of atom that should be that is equal to 1, so this is also primitive one. So which is the option? So 1, 2, 3, 4, these all are representing primitive cells, and the 5, the diagram number 5, that is not representing a primitive cell. So let us go to the options. So option 1, 2, 3, 4, these all are primitive, so option C is correct, right? Now let us come to another question. The question is, the number of distinct ways the primitive unit cell can be constructed for the two-dimensional lattice as shown in the figure is. So for a two-dimensional arrangement, how many Bravais lattices possible? 5 number, right? So that kind of 5. In three-dimensional lattice, we have 14 number of Bravais lattices. So here the answer is 5. So the kind of different that we can plot different Bravais lattices in two-dimensional system that we have already discussed in theory. Okay, you may refer the video, right? So 5 number of Bravais lattices that are possible in two-dimensional system, and 14 number of Bravais lattices are possible in three dimension. So option the answer is 5, right? Now let us come to another question. The Miller indices of a plane passing through the 3 points having coordinates 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 4. See, if 3 coordinates are given, what is the technique we have studied to find Miller indices? We have to find the equation of the plane, right? So then you will get the Cartesian equation of the plane, that is equal to Lx plus, sorry, Hx plus Ky plus Lz plus D equal to 0. You will get an equation in this format, and here this HKL representing Miller indices. So we can form the Cartesian equation of this plane first. From that we can analyze HKL values, right? So what is the Cartesian equation of a plane if 3 coordinates are given? X minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1. This is the determinant form we have discussed, right? X2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, and x3 minus x1, y3 minus y1, and z3 minus z1 equal to 0. Now that is x minus, what is x1? So x1 is 0, right? X minus 0 and y minus 0 and z minus 1. Now the next coordinates are x2 minus x1, that is 1 minus 0, and y2 minus 0, that is again 0 minus 0, and z2 minus 0, that is 0 minus 1. All right, and the next coordinate is z2 minus z1, right? X2 minus x3 minus x1, that is 1 by 2 minus 0, and then y3 minus y1, that is y3 is this, that is 1 by 2 minus 0 again, and z3 minus z1, that is 1 by 4 minus 1. Now let us expand this. So that is equal to x into, this is 1 by 4 minus 1, that is minus 3 by 4. So 0 minus plus, so 1 by 2, right, minus y into, so we can simplify this, y into, this is 1 into minus 3 by 4. So let me write this as minus 3 by 4, right? 1 by 4 minus 1, that is minus 3 by 4, right? Y into 3 by 4 minus plus 1 by 2, plus 1 by 2, plus z minus 1 into, next term is, so this term is 1 by 2, right? And remaining whole term is 0. This is equal to 0. That is the equation of the plane. That is 1 by 2x. So this will be equal to minus 3 by 4 plus 1 by 2. That is minus 1 by 4. Here we have 1 by 4y plus 1 by 2 z minus 1 by 2 equal to 0. Now we can simplify this as, we can multiply with a 4, right? So then 2x plus y plus 2z minus 4 equal to 0. So what is this representing h, and the coefficient of this y representing k, and the coefficient of z representing L. So which is the plane representing this Miller indices, that is HKL, that is 2, 1, 2. So the plane corresponding to this coordinates, that is 2, 1, 2. So which is the option? Option A is correct. All right. Now let us come to another question. A simple cubic crystal which lattice parameter AC undergoes transition into tetragonal structure with lattice parameter AT is equal to BT equal to root 2 AC and CT is equal to root 2 AC. Below certain temperature, the ratio of interplanar spacing of 101 plane for the cubic and tetragonal structure is. So we already know in cubic structure, this whole dimension A is equal to B is equal to C, and in tetragonal structure this A is equal to B but not equal to C, and here A is AC, right? A is AC. So what is 10? So in cubic structure, so let me write this interplanar spacing in simple cubic. So the plane is 101, that is equal to, what is the equation we have studied? 1 by root. So this is 101. So this is HKL. So h by a the whole square, that is 1 by, what is a is equal to 1, right? So a is equal to so h is equal to 1. What is a is AC. So AC whole square plus, and this k is 0. So 0 by AC the whole square plus, and L is again 1. So 1 by AC the whole square. So when you simplify this, you will get AC divided by root 2, right? So this is equal to interplanar spacing in simple cubic structure for a 101 plane. Now if I am transferring this into tetragonal structure, and then what will be the spacing. So D of 101 tetragonal structure, right? That is equal to, for tetragonal structure, this root, this A and B that are equal, right? So I am considering the HKL plane here, that is 101. So H by, that is 1 by A is equal to root 2 AC. Root 2 AC the whole square plus B also root 2 AC, but this K is 0. So 0 by root 2 AC the whole square, right? Plus, now the next one is L. L is 1, and what is the C value? C value that is given 2 AC. 2 AC the whole square. So when I simplify this, I will get dt 101. So here we have this 2 AC whole square, that is 4 AC square, right? So here we have a 2 AC square, so we can take a common denominator, right? That is 1 by root. So here we can write this as 1 by 2 AC square plus, and this I can write as 1 by 4 AC square. Now multiply here and here with 2, right? Now we can write this as 2 AC divided by root 3, right? Now the question is the ratio, right? That is simple cubic 101 divided by tetragonal 101 plane, interplanar spacing ratios. This we have got as AC by root 2, and this we have seen 2 AC by root 3. 2 AC by root 3. Then AC we can cancel, and what is remaining? Root 3 divided by 2 root 2. 2 root 2 is root 8. So that is equal to root 3 by 8. So which is the option? Option C is correct, right? Alright. Now let us come to another question. That is the lattice parameters ABC of an orthorhombic crystal. For orthorhombic crystal, this A, B, C, that all are different, are related by A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3C, right? In units of A, the interplanar separation between the 110 plane is up to 3 decimal places. So we can directly use the relation, right? D 110. So 1 by a root HKL, H is 1 divided by A is A whole square plus K is 1, but B is equal to A by 2 the whole square. A by 2 the whole square, and the next term is 0 because the 0 L value is 0. So when I am solving this, that is 1 by root 1 by A square plus 4 by A square, that is equal to A divided by root 5. That is 1 by root 5 is 0.41, right? So planar separation between 110 plane we need to find, right? Okay. So in units of A we need to find. So 0.474 A. So answer is 0.474. All right. Now let us come to another question. The atomic mass and mass density of sodium are 23 and 0.968 gram per centimeter cube respectively. The number density of valence electron is dash into 10 raised to 22 centimeter cube up to 2 decimal places. See, we have already seen this expression, density is equal to m Na divided by, sorry, the expression is Na is equal to density is equal to N effective, right? N effective into M divided by Na into Avogadro number A cube, right? And we need to find the number density, right? Effective number of atom per volume, that is number density. So we can form an equation from it, that is N effective divided by A cube, that is number density, that is rho Na divided by M. Now everything is given, Avogadro number and density, that also given, right? And M, the mass, that also given, right? That is 23, right? So you can substitute all the values, right? So you can substitute all the values and then find this number density. So when you solve this, you will get answer as, that is 2.54 into 10 raised to 22 centimeter cube. So that you can do yourself. All right. Now we have another question here. Atoms which can be assumed to be hard spheres of radius capital R are arranged in an FCC lattice with lattice constant A, such that each atom touches its nearest neighbors. Take the center of one of the atom as the origin. Another atom of radius small r, assumed to be hard sphere, is to be accommodated at the position 0 a by 2 0 without distorting the lattice. The maximum value small r by capital R is. So we are speaking about this FCC structure, right? So when I'm looking to FCC structure, so we have, when I'm looking to one face, what is the arrangement? At the center we have one, right? Right, and at the corners we have atoms, right? All right. So this is the kind of when I'm looking to the FCC, not at the center, at the face, right? So this is the atom. When I'm looking to one face, we have one atom at this face, right? So this is the face atom, and we can see each corners. Now here it is given that without affecting this atomic position, we are inserting an atom at A by 2. All right, A by 2 means if you take this edge length, that is equal to A, right? At the middle, without affecting this, if you are putting a sphere like this, right? If you accommodate a sphere of radius small r, now we need to find small r by capital R. So its radius is this this is the small sphere has a radius r, right? And this big sphere has a radius capital R. So this total length is, that is A by 2, that is equal to r plus r. That is the first equation we have. Now if you form an equation from this, right? So what is this length? This length is equal to, this total length is a, this is a, and this is a. So this length is root 2a, right? That is root 2a is equal to, so r plus 2r plus r, that is 4r. Now we can solve these two equations, right? From these two equation we can find out this r by r ratio, right? So I can find this capital R from it. What is the value of capital R? Capital R is equal to, or A we can write as, from this equation I can write A is equal to 2R plus 2R. Okay, so that we can from this expression we can write this A as A is equal to 4 by root 2R. that is equal to 2 root 2 r, right? So a is equal to 2 root 2 capital R equal to 2r plus 2r. Now what is this 2r? That is r into 2 root 2 minus 2 equal to 2r. Now we need to solve this r by capital R, that is equal to 2 root 2 minus 2 divided by 2. That is nothing but root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2 minus 1. Alright, that is equal to 1.414 minus 1. So what is the answer? 0.414. Alright, so this is the answer. Okay, now let us come to another question. So we have to write the answer in 2 decimal places, right? Neutrons moving with a speed 10 raised to 3 meter per second are used for the determination of crystal structure. So velocity is given. So let us write the parameters at the same time. 10 raised to 3 meter per second. If the Bragg angle for the first order diffraction means n is equal to 1. That angle is 30 degree, theta is equal to 30 degree. The interplanar spacing of the crystal is, so we need to find the interplanar spacing, right? So what is Bragg's law? N lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. So if I consider the first order reflection, lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. And we need to find d. D is equal to lambda by 2 sin theta. What is lambda? Lambda, the velocity is given. So from the de Broglie concept, lambda is equal to h by mv. The mass of the neutron and Planck's constant and the velocity, that all given, right? So in the bracket, the mass of the neutron is given, the Planck's constant is given, and the velocity also given. So find lambda from it and substitute here, right? Then you will get the answer. You will get the answer as, let me check. You will get 4 Armstrong, right? D is equal to 4 Armstrong. All right. Now let us come to another question. Consider X-ray diffraction from crystal with a face-centered cubic structure, lattice, right? The lattice plane for which there is no diffraction peak is, we have already studied a trick, right? From the which planes this diffraction is absent. From the mixed HKL value, the diffraction pattern is absent, that we have studied. So look into this. This is odd, one is odd. So this is fully odd. So diffraction peak from this plane is present. Here fully even. 0 we will consider as even number when you deals with the lattice structure, right? Miller indices. So this is even. So all the HKL parameters, that all are even. So diffraction pattern from this plane is that is present. And here again fully odd. So this also present. But look here, this 2 is even and 1 is odd. So this is a mixed HKL value, right? Miller indices is mixed. That's why the diffraction pattern from diffraction peak from this plane having this Miller indices that is absent. So option A is correct, right? All right. Now let us come to another question. A metal with body centered cubic BCC structure show the first smallest angle diffraction peak at the Bragg's angle theta is equal to 30 degree. The wavelength of X-ray used is 2.1 Armstrong. The volume of the primitive unit cell of the metal is. So to do this problem, we can use the Bragg's equation, that is n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. So the first peak means n is equal to 1, right? So lambda is equal to 2d sine theta. Now the problem is the plane, this interplanar spacing. To find interplanar spacing d, we have to identify the plane, right? So the first diffraction peak, which plane representing the first diffraction peak, right? That we have to uh, analyze, right? We already know h plus k plus l value in BCC lattice. H plus k plus l value, that should be equal to even if the peak is present, right? So from this equation we can analyze. We have to select which plane, right? The least plane, the first plane, that is, we have so many option, that is 1 1 0, right? Because if I choose 1 0 0, that means h plus k plus l is equal to odd. So these planes are not representing the peaks, because the h plus k plus l is odd. Such peaks are absent, right? So 0 1 0, 0 0 1, these all are absent. Now next possible value is 1 1 0, 0 0 1 1 and 1 0 1. So which one is the possible value? This is the possible value, because this is the first plane that is present where the peak is possible, right? Diffraction peak is possible, because 1 plus 1 plus 0, that is equal to even. So that's why this peak is present. So at that condition, what is the interplanar spacing? D is equal to a by, right, a by, so 1 by root HKL. So 1 by a square, right? So 1 by a square plus, again 1 by a square plus 0 by a square. This is nothing but that is equal to a by root 2, right? So lambda is equal to 2 into a by root 2 into sine theta. Theta is given 30 degree, that is 1 by 2, right? So from this we are able to calculate a, right? Lambda is given, the wavelength of X-ray, that is 2.1 Armstrong, equal to a by root 2. So from this we are able to calculate a. So once I get a, we can find out the a is equal to 2.1 root 2 Armstrong. So once I get this a value, we can find out the volume of primitive unit cell. This also we have studied. In BCC, what is the volume of primitive unit cell? We have already studied in BCC the primitive unit lattice vector, right? That is this volume A dot B cross C, right? We can find out the volume using this formula A dot B cross C, where A is equal to, that is equal to 2 pi by, so we have studied as in BCC we have studied as minus, right, minus I cap plus j cap minus k cap, and b prime is equal to a by 2 into minus I cap plus j cap plus k cap, and c dash is equal to a by 2 into I cap minus j cap plus k cap. You can solve this. When you solve this, a dash dot b dash cross c dash, you will get a cube by 2, right? A cube by 2. So this is the expression for volume of the BCC primitive unit cell, right? For FCC we have seen as a cube divided by 4. So a we have already got a value, then we have to find a cube by 2. When you solve this, you will get the answer as, let me check, that is equal to this 26.2 Armstrong cube, right? All right. Now let us come to another question. A lattice has the following primitive vectors. A is given, that is 2 into j plus k, B is equal to 2 into k plus I, and C is equal to 2 into I plus j. The reciprocal lattice corresponding to the above lattice is. So reciprocal lattice vector we can calculate as, so this primitive unit cell is given, right? So reciprocal lattice vector is defined as B cross C divided by A dot B cross C, right? In the direction of this A, right? So A star. So we can calculate B cross C divided by A, right? So B cross C divided by A dot B cross C. All right. So this vector. So from this it is clear that it is the primitive lattice vectors of FCC, right? Primitive lattice vectors of FCC. We have already seen, right? In such a case, we have studied the reciprocal lattice vectors as pi by 2 into pi by 2 into, so first A star we have studied as pi by 2 into I cap plus j cap minus k cap, right? So which one is the option? Reciprocal lattice vector that corresponds to pi by 2 Armstrong, right? This represents the primitive translation vector, right? So the general expression is A star is equal to some A into primitive translational vector. So this part representing the reciprocal lattice vector, that is with cube edge pi by 2 Armstrong inverse. All right. So option A is the correct answer. All right. So this I cap plus j cap plus minus k cap, that represent the primitive translation vector of BCC, right? That's why I told you BCC lattice with a cube edge of pi by 2 Armstrong, right? All right. So we have to study the value of primitive translation vectors in BCC, FCC, etc. We have discussed in theory, right? Now let us come to another question. A real space primitive lattice vectors are A1 is equal to A x cap plus and A2 is equal to A by 2 x cap plus root 3 y cap. The reciprocal space unit vectors B1 and B2 for this lattice are respectively, right? All right. So to do this problem, A1 is equal to A x cap and A2 is equal to A by 2 into x cap plus root 3 y cap. I am choosing a vector A3 along the z direction, that is z cap, to know about the nature of this primitive reciprocal lattice vectors, right? Now what is this B1? Reciprocal lattice vector B1, that is equal to, we have studied, that is A2 cross A3 divided by, so in momentum unit we can multiply with a 2 pi. A2 cross A3 divided by A1 dot A2 cross A3. Right, you can substitute these vectors here and then you can take cross product. Then you will get this as 2 pi by A into x cap minus y cap divided by root 3. All right. And B2 is equal to reciprocal lattice, second reciprocal lattice vector, that is A3 cross, that is 2 pi into A3 cross A1 divided by A1 dot A2 cross A3. So by definition we have studied all these expression, right? You need to substitute these values and then find cross product, right? All right. So when you solve this, you will get 4 pi divided by A root 3 y cap. All right. So which is the option? The option A representing the correct answer. All right. Now let us come to another question. Consider a simple cubic monoatomic Bravais lattice which has the basis with vectors r1 is equal to 0, r2 is equal to a by 4 x cap, y cap plus z cap, and a is equal to a is the lattice parameter. The Back's reflection is observed due to the change of the wave vector between the incident and scattered beam as given by k is equal to n1g1 plus n2g2 plus n3g3. Right. So g1, g2, g3 are the primitive reciprocal lattice vectors. For n1 is equal to 3, n2 is equal to 3, n3 is equal to 2, the geometrical structure factor is. So geometrical structure factor is that is equal to sigma. So this is in simple cubic, right? Simple cubic structure. So we need not take this sigma because we have only the effective number of atom in a simple cubic crystal is that is equal to 1, right? So e raised to, right, we have studied the expression as 1 plus e raised to I into the position vector, right? That means we have studied this xi h plus yi k plus and zil, right? That is 1 plus e raised to I into what is xi. Here all these lengths are representing a by 4, right? So n1 is equal to 2. So I can write this as a by 4 into position vector, that is 1 by 4, right? Ax cap plus, so 1 by 4 into what is h, that is n1, right? 3 plus again 1 by 4 into n2, 3, again 1 by 4 into n3, that is 2, right? That is equal to 1 plus e raised to I into 4, I can take common, that is 3 plus 3 plus 2, that is 8. So 1 plus e raised to 2 pi I, right? I'm sorry, we have a pi outside for the structure factor. So 2 pi I. What is 2 pi I? E raised to 2 pi I is nothing but that is e raised to 2 pi I equal to cos 2 pi plus I sin 2 pi, right? So this part is 0 and this part is equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So answer is 2. Alright. Now let us come to another problem. That is the binding energy of the molecule of NaCl, that is given. The repulsive term of the potential k by r raised to 9, where k is a constant. The value of the Madelung constant is, right? And the electronic charge epsilon 0 value, that all are given, right? See, at the equilibrium separation we have studied the expression for energy, binding energy, that is equal to u0 is equal to a e square divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r0 into n minus 1 by n, or 1 minus 1 by n, right? What is this n? N is the power of this repulsive potential, right? So we have given with all terms, right? So we can substitute all the value. This r0, right, that is representing the lattice parameter, that is equal to 0.563 nanometer, right? And this epsilon 0 value is given and electronic charge is given and n value, that is 9. Now you can solve a. u0 also given, that is 7.956 electron volt. So all the parameters is given, so we need to solve the Madelung constant a. So when you solve, you will get a 2.81. So 2.81 will be the answer. All right. Now let us come to another problem. The total energy of inert gas crystal E of R, that is given, right? Where R is the interatomic spacing, the equilibrium separation between in Armstrong, right? So we already know at equilibrium separation, this rate of change of this energy, that should be equal to 0, right? That means when I am equating these two, that is 0.5. So let me differentiate this. That is equal to 0. 0.5 into 12, right? Minus 12 by r raised to 13 minus 6 divided by r raised to 7. All right. That should be equal to 0. That means we can write this as 0.5 into 12, that is 6, right? So 6 r raised to 13, that is equal to 6 r raised to 7, right? So that is so 6 and 6 cancel, and we have r here, right? So 1 by this I can write as r raised to 7 into r raised to, what is remaining, 6, that is equal to 1 by r raised to 7. So r raised to 6 is equal to 1 means then r is equal to 1, right? So 1.00, right? So the answer is 1.1 Armstrong. All right. So that will be the answer. Now let us come to another question. The total energy of an ionic solid is given by the expression E is equal to minus alpha E square by 4 pi epsilon 0 r plus b by r raised to 9, where alpha is the Madelung constant, r is the distance between the nearest Nye base in the crystal, and b is a constant. If r0 is the equilibrium separation between the nearest Nye base, then value of b is, we need to find the value of b. All right. So r0 is the equilibrium separation, right? So at equilibrium separation, we already know the relation dE by dr, that is equal to 0, right? So let me write at r is equal to r0, right? So let me differentiate this, that is equal to 0, that is minus alpha E square divided by 4 pi epsilon 0, 1 by r on differentiation, that is minus 1 by r square. At r0, this is minus 1 by r0 square. Here this is b, that is equal to b into, which is on 1 by r raised to 9 on differentiation, minus 9 by r raised to 10. All right. So at r0, this will be r0, right? So let me write this as 9b divided by r0 raised to 10 equal to alpha E square divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r0 square. So this r0 square and this r0 raised to 10 become 8. So b is equal to, right, that is equal to alpha E square r0 raised to 8 divided by 9 into 4, 36 pi epsilon 0, right? So which one is the option? Option A is correct, right? All right. So this is all about this section. In the next section, we will discuss just previous question from the part 1 condensed matter physics. All right. Thank you.